Hi, ready for more love for yourself? Well, here's the next love skill. Set boundaries. This is really where you get into your power. And some of the love skills, since love is not neat and trimmed around the edges, some of these overlap other love skills. In order to set a boundary, you need to honor and speak your feelings, and you need to be a little visible. So let's incorporate these together. In setting boundaries, you're speaking up and you're honoring yourself, and you might be saying, I would appreciate it if you would call first before you come over. Now that's setting a boundary. That's a simple thing to say, a simple thing to do, and it's not couched with, I hope you don't mind, I hate to ask this of you, but it's none of that embarrassing, less than you kind of talk. When you set a boundary, it's from the realization that your needs are just as important as someone else's, and that your life is just as important, and that you are equal to anyone else. So there's no apology necessary in setting a boundary for yourself. And you might feel like apologizing when you first start out if you're someone who's not used to setting a boundary. But I encourage you to do it without the apology, because you want to practice your strength. You want to come from a strength and not from a weak place. You want to come from your inner strength of respecting yourself, of offering yourself the dignity of words and expression, to set a boundary for yourself and to let it be known what's in your heart or what your need is. Because nobody knows. Nobody can psychically know what's in your heart every minute and what you need. And this is why we set a boundary. And so when we set a boundary, I think it's really important to do it with love. And a lot of times, by the time we set a boundary, we're probably kind of angry and upset, and we're less likely to do it with love. So in a perfect day, I like to wait until I'm a little more calm and I've thought it through, and I've thought about, even rehearsed a little bit in my mind, what I might say and what might be the outcome, so that I'm seeing a smile on that person's face and not a, oh, I'm sorry, them feeling offended or hurt by what I'm saying. You can't always take care of the feelings of someone else, but you can make sure that you treat them with respect in whatever you say. So here's another way to set a boundary. I'd like to make a request of you that you speak to me with respect. And that might be it. I want to ask you to stop calling me names. And you can see the way I'm saying this. I'm firm. I'm sincere. I'm not angry and condemning and stop that, you're horrible for calling me names. I'm saying I'd like to make a request that you stop calling me names and that you respect me, that you show me respect by the way you speak to me and the way I feel treated. I need you to listen to me when what I'm saying. I need you to stop pushing yourself on me. That's another setting boundary. There's a million ways to do it. Please stop insisting that I join you at the party. I'd like to stay home, or I'd like to do other things that I need to get done tonight. Or please stop asking me to do you favors. There's so many ways to set boundaries, and as you're listening to this, I'd like to encourage you to think in your relationships which ones hold the greatest discomfort for you. Maybe it's with a parent, a sister, a brother, a loved one, maybe it's with a friend, or maybe even a boss. And think about where you're holding that discomfort and why is it you're so uncomfortable. Perhaps they have repeatedly treated you with an abusive manner. And I think it's helpful to be very specific if we're sharing with someone and setting a boundary, instead of saying some global word like, please stop abusing me. It's like, well, what is abuse? It could be many things. What do you think it is? So be very specific, and instead of saying, please stop abusing me, you might say to your boss, I love it when you treat me with respect, and we get along so well, and I love our compatibility when it's flowing like this so well. I feel I can do my best work for you when I'm treated with respect in this way. See? That's all there is to setting a boundary. Again, it takes courage to honor and speak your feelings. It takes a little preparation so that you can see how you're going to do it with a loving, respectful way. And it takes courage to also not do it from a weak place and to do it from your inner strength. And this is part of your power. Don't give your power away. Set a boundary. Do it today.